What's up, guys? So as photographers, we are facing challenges every single day with lighting, especially if we are event or wedding photographers. We are solving problems, we're facing challenges, we're taking up opportunities rather than calling things problems. We're constantly figuring things out. So I think as photographers that taking this time to figure out some things within our business or within our shooting style is a wonderful opportunity. So my question of the day, were you prepared for what is going on right now? Truthfully, were you prepared? I know, so I am one of those, I'm not like a prepper, like I have a bomb shelter type of thing, but I like to be prepared for any worst case scenario to happen. So I was already stocking up on food months ago because I know how crazy people can be, and I saw what was going on in other countries. As far as my business goes, I was prepared to a degree, but maybe not to the best degree. So anyway, I wanted to give you 15 ideas of things that you can do to keep busy, to stay positive, and to turn this into a good thing while we are awaiting for our clients to come back to us. Obviously, the first thing it's on the list is evaluate your preparedness. How much money do you have in reserve? What kind of rescheduling practices do you have for weddings? What is in your contracts? There are a lot of things that you need to evaluate on your business to make sure you're prepared for this situation and other situations in the future. What if a fire was to break out in your studio and all your equipment was gone? Do you have business insurance? So make a plan to be more prepared for future things. That's my number one thing. Number two, update your website. So a lot of times, like I get behind, especially during wedding season. I actually did not post things. I didn't realize it, but I didn't update my blog on my jenniferbreckheisen.com website since last April or May. And I just noticed that like a month or two ago. So take this time now to update your blog, revamp your website. Maybe you look at some, maybe there's a template you wanted to buy and you wanted to implement it. Perfect time to have your website down to fix that. Number three, update your contracts if needed at this time. Purchase some contracts if needed at this time. Get with a lawyer if needed at this time to make sure that you are ironclad for the future. Number four, update your marketing materials. A lot of times we'll go a year or even longer without updating our marketing materials. A lot of times they don't mesh with our brand well, or the fonts are just off, or the pictures are old, outdated. It's time to update those things. We've got the time. Number five, rebrand yourself. If you've been considering rebranding yourself, do it now. You've got a couple weeks where, well, you may even have longer than a couple weeks. So this is the perfect time to start, and everybody's basically home. It's the perfect time to rebrand yourself if you want to rename your business, anything like that, and then you can roll it out on social media. People will be able to see that. Which is another thing, refresh your social media. So yeah, we're gonna be posting old stuff for a while if we post on social media. But you could actually take a couple days and get your social media squared away for the next 30 days or so. Number seven, you can organize your studio, reorganize your studio. If things are not in a place where you thought that they should be, install the track lighting that you've had sitting around forever. There's so many things you can do. Number eight, go through things in your studio that you don't need, throw them away, clean your studio, get everything really refreshed. It's springtime anyway, so just think of it as spring cleaning. Number 10, practice your skills, up your skill level. If there's something you're good at that you want to be great at, now is the time to do it. If there's something that you're struggling with, or if there's a skill that you want to learn, look up some YouTube videos, figure it out. Number 11, if you're a portrait photographer, get out in nature and unlock your camera's secrets. Go through the bracketing, go through the double exposure. Well, we use that a lot in portraiture. Go through a lot of the different things in your manual and just really unlock everything that your camera can do. As a portrait photographer, we may not know a lot of functions of our camera that really aren't meant for us, I guess, that we can actually impress our clients with later on because we have that knowledge now. Number 12, clean your equipment, clean your lenses, your cameras, your sensors. Just like with your studio, spring clean your bag out, reorganize your bag, anything to just be useful right now, to use the time wisely. Number 13, something I definitely need to do, reorganize my computer desktop. And I'm not talking about the desk, I'm talking about the actual screen on my computer, because it's like the whole screen is just stuff. And I have to go through it periodically and make sure that I'm taking things off. It's just that, you know, I'll do something, they're like, oh, I need to remember this. I'll save it on the desktop instead of putting it on the Drobo, which is another thing. We can clean out our backup storage. We can start backing things up a little bit better. If you were thinking about doing off-site backup storage, so let's say you have like a Drobo or something like that in your home, you may want to think about putting one outside of your home, like at your grandmother's house or somewhere else. Well, I really don't know if I'd be with the elderly right now, so just putting offsite storage somewhere else. So that way, if your studio or your home had a fire and you had your storage system there and it just went up in smoke, all your images would not be gone. Number 14, organize your contact lists. So I don't know about you guys, but I have it like in my cell phone where people have texted me or emailed me or whatever, and I don't have names addressed to those like text messages. Things like that, if you keep an actual Rolodex or if you keep an actual list on your computer, now is a really great time to update with all of their information. And number 15, rewrite those intake forms. And what I mean by that is, like, for my business workflow, like when someone books a wedding with me, they're already booked, and then I send them a welcome letter, and in it they have some forms to fill out. And they can do that with me, or they can do it online and just send it back. But that way you have a hard copy of information from them and you can actually scan it into your computer or whatever. But update those forms to reflect, say, your current branding, or maybe some questions that need to be asked now that you that you weren't asking before. I'll actually put a download below of my wedding intake forms for you guys for free, so that way you can get more organized. Of course, I would rewrite them to what it works best for your business. So guys, I hope this video helped you out. I know a lot of you are bored. I'm bored myself, so please communicate with me and leave some comments down below. Oh, and the question of the day was, were you really prepared for this? Maybe elaborate as to how you weren't prepared and how you're going to now be prepared. But if this video helped you, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.